Welcome back to our YouTube Live and our Facebook Live event for Camp K. This is our gala, our way of doing the gala this year because we can't put 400 or 500 people in a ballroom at one of the hotels in Salt Lake. That would not really work with the times that we're in right now. We also want to remind everybody who's been watching, or maybe you're just joining, or maybe you're watching this after the fact and you're seeing a recording, that you can always help Camp K. You can visit campk.org, learn more about it. They'll have you up here and show you the facilities if you want to find out what it's all about. But you can also donate by going to campk.org/donate to help out, because they are doing amazing things for children and adults with disabilities. And as we get close to wrapping this up, we're joined now by District Representative, District 28 Representative Brian King. He's also the minority leader of the House in Utah. I was going to say Salt Lake, but it's Utah. It includes the whole state down there. So, Brian, I know we're in your district, but your involvement, explain your involvement with Camp K and really with people with disabilities.
Yeah, no, Camp K is in District 28. I represent everything north of I-80 and everything east of 13th East, most of the University of Utah, all of Emigration Canyon. And I recently gave a significant donation to Camp K because I know that for many, many years it's worked hard to provide resources for folks who are dealing with disabilities. In my own law practice, I represent regularly individuals who have disability insurance claims have been denied, and I represent families who have had kids who have been treated in mental health conditions and substance use disorders, and who've had those insurance claims denied.
Right.
So one of the things that I love about Camp K is it provides such access to resources that individuals dealing with disabilities don't often have
Right.
the opportunity to get to. Being in nature, with equestrian kinds of therapy and things like that, that's a wonderful thing. And, you know, we're all struggling to overcome our limitations. We all have ways in which we engage in self-defeating, self-limiting behavior.
Right.
It's a wonderful thing to have Camp K really help individuals, especially kids, who are struggling with those things.
And it is amazing, and you know those stories as well. You talk to people, and they come 1 and 2 and 3, and it starts changing. Even though they might still have some limitation, some disability, they really are blossoming into somebody else.
Totally. And it enhances the quality of not only their lives, but the lives of individual family members who they deal with every day. And it allows them to make such significantly greater contributions to society when we can get to a point where individuals who are struggling with various disabilities are able to overcome them. Even if we know that based on inherent limitations, they're never going to be able to, be brain surgeons or astronauts or top executives, things like that.
3 things that I will never achieve. Yes, thank you for pointing those out. He was using me as an example.
But when we make progress, it doesn't matter where you start.
Right.
If you're on the road to make progress in a positive way, that makes all the difference in terms
Right.
of quality of life.
And that's certainly what happens here, and you've seen it as well. I mean, I'm just curious how proud you are that it's in your district.
Yeah.
Because this could be anywhere, but realistically, I think there's about a 500-mile radius if you draw a circle around Camp K. No other place that even comes close to this in that area.
Totally. Well, and it's been around for so long. The reputation of Camp K is so widespread and well known, and the quality of the programs and the good things that they do for individuals is so known throughout the state and the region, as you're saying.
We could have a long conversation about politics if we started down that road, but we'll avoid that and just continue to talk about Camp K. And I want to remind everybody of, if you, like, say you donated $1,500, you're talking about a kid going to camp for the whole summer, and that's really a life-changing type thing. What else could you say? Because I'm going to say vetted. It's not really your job to vet it, but you've heard enough and been around Camp K enough to know they're using that money wisely.
Absolutely.
They're doing things the way a charity should do it.
Well, that's right. And here's the thing that's important about programs like Camp K and about facilities. If that is available, it decreases the likelihood that individuals are going to need other types of programs and other types of resources that are going to be a lot more costly to us in the state of Utah. I mean, we're constantly looking at the state of Utah up at the legislature for budget issues. We're allocating money wisely, we hope, And their needs that we have for various resources are just so high compared to the resources that are available.
Right.
Because taxpayers, obviously, they don't want to pay more in taxes than
Right.
they have to. But one of the reasons that we can keep taxes on people low is because there are high-quality programs like Camp K that provide at a much greater level of efficiency
Right.
for the needs of individuals who are struggling, and in a way that keeps them from having to utilize higher levels of resources that taxpayers would otherwise pay. So this is really, Camp K is one of the reasons that I'm sold on it, is that you get huge bang for your buck in terms of saving taxpayer dollars for allowing individuals to live as independently as possible
Right.
without being required to rely on taxpayer resources. So
Right.
this is win-win-win.
Right. And I know they work with the state on certain programs and like their job programs and things like that, where the state can come together with a charitable organization.
Yep.
And I'm going to guess that the state can do certain things, but there's certain things that when they're working with private or charitable organizations, we just get so much more quality.
Oh, totally. I mean, the public-private partnerships
Yeah.
that we're talking about here are so valuable. Doesn't matter whether you're a Republican or
Right.
Democrat.
No.
There's tremendous value to the extent that we can, partnering with private enterprises and with charitable organizations to, in the most efficient way possible, carry out, address the needs of individuals who need it.
And the kids have such a great place to come. Brian, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I want to remind you, it doesn't take much to really, really help out. Someone who can come enjoy a summer camp, someone who can enjoy the facilities at Camp K. Once again, campk.org/donate to help out. I'm going to throw things now over to the CEO, Mircea Devrichin.
And as we're getting close to the end of our program, I would really just like to thank from the bottom of my heart, to this amazing organization. I spent my adult life, 20 plus years. I want to thank, everybody that were here with us today, all the wonderful speakers, our participants, their parents, our board members, or our representative here that supports us here at Camp K. Don Hudson, all our sponsors and supporters, certainly Digital Bytes. We can't thank them enough for continually supporting Camp K and helping us, shed light onto everything we do here at Camp K. Our participants, and then their, parents and families, and then my staff. Our staff are some of the best that we can ever have. I am very, very, very proud to work alongside them and support them, and we create what's called the Camp K family. So if you would like to help us spread the word, tell everybody else about Camp K, ask on our behalf, ask your friends and neighbors, associates, to donate to Camp K. Go to our website, campk.org/donate. Make a donation, large or small or large, and any amount makes a difference. These are very challenging times, but Camp K learns from our participants. One of their qualities is resilience. They walk through life regardless of their disability. There's so much for us to learn from them. So we learn that resilience from them. We're going to fight, and we're going to be here for our community during this pandemic and at the end of it. And we look forward to bringing Camp K to this community and to the world. We've been here for 70 years, so we want to be here for 7 more decades or more. Thank you, we can't wait to be in touch with you and share more of our stories from here at Camp K. Thank you, thank you, thank you.